Hello again, I'm back again to do another Stacking the Shelves post. Excuse the weird lighting because the weather keeps changing. 1 minute it's raining really heavily and the next minute it's sunny, so it's very, very odd if you ask me, but let's just try and forget about that. I have a book haul for you today. Like I said, Stacking the Shelves post. I only have 5 books this week, but I thought I'd show you them anyway because, well, might as well get on and do it. So, I'm just going to start with them, and this week's are all hardback books, which is really, really cool. So the first book I got is The Dark Divine by Brie Despain. I think that's how you say her last name. I've been wanting this book for a while, except I prefer the text on the hardback and the US covers. It is all swirly and I love it. I only know a little bit about what this book is about, but I've heard some really great things about it. It has creepy feet on the cover. Not really into feet, to be honest. But it says, "True love's first kill. Danny looked up at me. His dark eyes searched my face. There was something different about those two familiar eyes. Maybe it was the way the orange light from the street lamp illuminated his pupils. Maybe it was the way he stared without blinking. His eyes made him look hungry." I just think this looks really, really good, and I'd read you the inside flat, but it's too long, and I really can't be bothered. And it's half purple there, and it's got really pretty spine and everything. Yes, very excited about that. The next book is one that I've been wanting for ages, ever since I started book blogging, and it is Babe in Boyland by Jodi Guraman. I really can't say that last name, but that. And the cover is really awesome. She has a moustache on her finger, and yeah, and the back is like really bright lime colour. And this is about a girl who pretends to be a boy for an article, I think, that she's doing, and on the back it says, "What do guys really think? Natalie is going to find out. Even if it means disguising herself as a guy, enrolling at an all-boys prep school, and trying not to crush on our hot new roommate to get the answers." And I'm really, really excited about this, and I may actually bump it up on my list of books to read, just because, and it's a really short book, and even the actual book is really bright green. So yes, I'm very, very, very excited about this. Then after that I got Choker by Elizabeth Woods, which is another one that I've been wanting for ages, and for some reason on the website on Amazon the cover looks pink, but it arrived and it's orange, and I'm like, well, that's a weird colour mix, but oh well. It's really pretty. It's got these trees and then this thing, and I know it's about a girl who moves away and her best friend comes to stay, but something happens and she's starting to think that her best friend is involved in a possible murder or crime investigation or something along those lines, and it looks really good, and it is just a really short read, so when I get around to it eventually it will be very quick to read. And at the top of the chapter titles, let's put the branches. Isn't that cool? Then I got One Night That Changes Everything by Lauren Vanderholt. This is my first book by Lauren, and I've been wanting to read a few of her books, but I've never managed to get my hands on any, and I finally got my hands on this one. And this is another very, very short read, and I'm very excited about it. And I featured it in a Friday Finds of mine 1 week, but I can't remember what. It says on the back, "And then I get it. They're making me do all the things that are in my notebook. All the things I'm afraid of. And if I don't, they're going to post the notebook online, and everyone at school, no, everyone with an internet connection will know all my secrets. For a second, it feels like my throat swallows up my heart, and my breath catches in my chest. There's only one thing left to do. I put my head in my hands and start to cry." And I know this is about a girl who has a list of things, outrageously weird things that she wants to do in a notebook, and she loses the notebook, and her ex-boyfriend finds it and says, "Here, post it online," unless she does 10 of the things on there. So yes, I'm really, really excited about this, and I think this looks really, really good. And underneath this one, it is hot pink. Okay, so the fifth and final book I got is Envy by Greg Olson, and this is the first book in, I think it's called the Empty Coffin series, and this is a big hardback. It looks more like a autobiography size book rather than a normal hardback book, but oh well. And it has a really creepy cover. So yeah, this looks really, really interesting, and it says, "Murder is such a dirty word." That sounds really, really weird. And on the back it says, "A blast of icy air blew in from her open bedroom window. A silver razor blade glinted, beckoning her. Caitlin fantasized about taking control of her pitiful excuse for her life the only way she could. The bathtub was nearly full, steaming, just waiting. Caitlin had no idea that, not far away, someone else was doing the exact same thing, just waiting for the right time to make a move. I heard about this through, I forget someone's channel. I think it was Book Nerd Canada's channel. I'm not entirely sure. But it's something to do with murder, suicide, who's to blame, it says. And just at the top here it says, the night Caitlin died was the beginning of something that would change everything, every single thing. I just think this looks really, really good. And it's a relatively short book. And underneath it is black, but it has NV written in the font in green, and if you can see it, it says case file, and then in the number. I'm not sure if you can see it. And it's just this really awesome green, and I'm very, very excited about it. Some of these I might have to push to the top of my reading list just because they look so awesome, and I just want to get my hands on them straight away. So, those books that I got this week. What books did you get this week? Happy reading. Bye!